Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you are having fun with everything. You've gone through the replays, and at this point, if you're watching this video, you should have your pages built, you should have your email list set up, and you should be ready to actually cut this video. That's going to be your opt-in giveaway. So with this, I have built something for you. And what I mean by that is I have built a video where I'm going to be setting up my opt-in, which you are going to be mimicking. And this is going to show you how we take sort of this plain template that we talked about inside of our actual training, and we turn it into something that is, big, and then it actually gets a point across and it does everything that we talked about. So some key things here. You are getting access to some products when you buy this particular challenge. So when you paid your tuition, you were getting access to a product that we're going to actually be selling. So that's going to show up in your dashboard inside of your Fearless University setup. So you're going to be getting those products. Now, you need to know these intimately, because when I actually go through this stuff, obviously I created these products, so I know them intimately. But anything you're doing as an affiliate, anything that you're doing as you're helping a local business, you need to know the products and the things that you're selling extremely, extremely well. Okay, so that's a very, very big deal for us to make sure that we get down. So know your products pretty well. So go through this yourself so that when you're actually going through my slides and the way that I laid this out, you actually come across like you know what you're talking about. So take a little bit of time to go through the course so that you can go through there. And like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be sending you a video that is me in an actual, like I'm going to have a dress shirt on because I'm not going to have a hat. I'm going to be talking to folks that are probably a little more business minded. And while this is not the worst outfit for an internet marketer, I want to come across a little different way. So I highly recommend that you think about when you're doing your video and you have, that very small portion when you're on screen, that you think about what you're wearing, even if it's just from here up. You don't have to even wear pants, right? But like I said, you can make sure that you've got that. So, throw something on that makes you look a little bit more professional, especially if you're talking about business. Now, with that said, I'm not going to get too professional on you, so don't worry about that. But what we want to do is you're going to cut a small portion of this video. We're going to be on screen sort of doing your intro, and you can see how I do this and just mimic what I'm doing. Then we're going to actually go through the PowerPoint, and then at the end of the PowerPoint, I've got a slide in here that sort of covers all of these things that we're going to be doing in sort of our outro that is kind of like this face-to-face, but I've got it on a slide so that you can have it to read sort of when you're doing this. So this is the next sort of step. Once you get your opt-in page set up, once you get your list connected to it the way we showed, from this point now we actually have to put together the opt-in baits. And for this one, like I said, just copy sort of what I'm doing. And once you get this process down, once you've actually put your voice on this presentation, not only can you build a list to sell this particular product, but now you'll sort of have the walkthrough. So every time that I am trying to learn a new skill, the first time that I'm doing it is I'm kind of going through what somebody else is doing, okay? Once I go through what somebody else is doing and I get it down doing sort of exactly what they were doing and sort of mimicking their steps, then I can take it over to a different industry. I can bring it over to my industry and use that same process, but sort of with my own stuff. So not to waste your time here, but the way we're doing this in the way that I want you to do it is copy this exactly. So this next movie that you're going to watch is what the public is going to see after they opt in. So you're going to watch that. I want you to mimic it. So you will have the slides. You've got sort of the logic behind it because you've watched the training so far, the Build It training in week 1. And then, like I said, you're going to have the exact PowerPoint slides that I'm using, to just put your stuff in there. So trade out your picture, things like that. And of course, you're going to be speaking about, a different product that's not yours, but somebody else's. So like I said, there's a few things that you may run into that you have questions about. Feel free to throw them my way because this is my product. So I'm going to be speaking as if it's my product when I get to that portion. But if it's not your product, you're talking about somebody else's, then we can talk about how to do that too. And really this long and short of it is this. You talk about, hey, this company over here has this really cool product that if you're into this at all, make sure you go check this out. It's just, you're talking about somebody else's company. So that's it. I hope you're pumped. You're excited to actually get this part done. This is an art. But you have the system. Now you're going to see that the system that we went through in the actual training, we're turning that over and we're using it to actually build something. So like I said, the first time, just use my slides, understand, the logics that's behind it. We've already gone through that. And then if you do it this time and you build it this way, we're all building the same thing. you can later on translate that knowledge to just about any industry when you build these things. So Ben Atkins here. I'm excited for you. The next video that you're going to watch is the actual video that's going to be what they see after they opt in. So this is what we send to their email inbox so that they can actually watch this process. And not only will you be able to see, how I do this, but you'll be able to see how we transition into getting them interested in the sale too. It's not that difficult. And later on, our email follow-up is going to support this, but just to sort of get it out there in a very cool and very chill, laid-back way. So enjoy the next video. It's going to be what everybody else sees when they opt in. It's going to be what you're actually creating when we're going to sell this course. And like I said, you should be able to check in your dashboard. If you didn't know this product yet, it's the foolproof Facebook ad formula. It should be inside of your setup now so that you can go through and check out the products and get a real intimate knowledge of it as well. So I'm excited. In the next video, we're going to go through all that good stuff. And like I said, you're going to be watching this as if you were someone had just opted in, and this is what you're going to be creating too based on the training that we've gone through so far. So I'm excited for you. Enjoy. I'll see you in the next video where we're going to be showing you all that.